Welcome to a new season reboot. Today we're going to go back to season 1, episode 1 of my talk show. This does not mean I'm quitting the show. This means I'm restarting the series just because it needs to be redone, because I think it will be better for the show. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what's going to go on this new adventure and this new start, because I think it'll be better if we just reboot the show just to make it easier. But just have a new start, on it. So it'll probably be better if we do that. And we're gonna be enjoying it, and I think it'll be interesting to see how this goes out through the new reboot. So, and I hope this goes out just as good as you think it is. And I think this is good. But without further ado, let's continue the show, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hello everybody, and welcome back. And this is our first episode 1. We decided to do a season reboot from season 8. And we decided to start over by season 1 because it will be great with more stuff to come. And I just think it will be really great to start, have a new fresh start all over. Just it'll be really, you'll see. And I hope you've had a great day. And thanks for 25 subscribers if you've subscribed on YouTube these past few days. We want to thank you for that. And thanks for the likes and stuff like that. Well, has it been forever since we made something? I know, many of you are thinking, man, it has been forever. Well, since the last time I was thinking about the next episode, we've decided, the very first episode that I would reboot the series from season 8, which is what we were in last time, to season 1 again. Now, as I told you before, I started this back in 2016. And this is when I didn't have anywhere to share any of this stuff on. But now that I think about it, I think it's good to just start over back to season 1 because it's better that way. And I currently don't have my microphone with me because I'm not at that house, my mom's house yet. But when I'm back, I'll be able to talk professionally with it. But for now, we'll just go with this, if that sounds right with you. So that's what I have to say before I go into anything else. I just thought I'd let you guys know some information about it and, why I rebooted the series. Or should I say reboot the show? So, hopefully you understand now. Also, for those of you who know, now I have 25 subscribers. That'll be really, really great. Now, I started live streaming on the YouTube app. I still have Live Streamer, which is another app you can stream off YouTube off of. But I recently decided to try out the YouTube app just to see how it would fit and how it would turn out. So I decided to try the app out. And it's good because when someone makes a new video, I always get notified. Well, even though I get notified by email, but I also get notified by a push notification, which I really think is really good. So yeah, that'll be really great. And also, I might be starting my own thing on SoundCloud. And I know this won't be on there, but what I'm thinking about is making a show for SoundCloud. So I can make one show for YouTube and one show for SoundCloud. I'm not thinking about putting this episode on SoundCloud. I'm thinking about making a whole brand new one for SoundCloud. which I use my Google account to connect to it. But it should be interesting because people probably recognize me from my show on YouTube, but it will be pretty interesting if that is the case. And it will be good. I think it will be it should be really, really great. And I think it'll probably turn out just as good. And I think we'll have a good time. Also tomorrow I might do more live streams of me playing the helicopter, the Zoom. Maybe some live streams of me playing the Sega Genesis, which I still like to play. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the Sega Genesis, with all the good games like fighting, like Mortal Kombat and Sonic, which I like Sonic. I like Sonic. I've played Sonic a lot, so it's a pretty good game. And I'll probably use my little FM transmitter here, which I've reviewed many times before. And as you know, this transmitter transmits at approximately 5 watts. Now, this one is actually about $99 on Amazon, which you can get. As you can tell, it's off, because I haven't had it on yet. I know yesterday I had it on. And I have more stuff on. Now, I turned it on yesterday for a while, quite a while. And right now I'm broadcasting on 88.3, which is quite low. So if you turn your radio, you can turn all the way to the right. And if you go forward only a few times, you'll see it and you'll hear it if I'm ever on. Well, if most of you are either in Westerville or Groveport, or anywhere, because sometimes I take this thing around and transmit on it. And sometimes I transmit some techno music and sometimes comedy and other things. As you guys know, I'm like electronic music. And I've always liked electronic music. And I made a cool playlist, which I'll show you guys in the description. It's called Electronic Dance Music. Feel free to look in the description, as there'll be a link to the playlist. If it'll let me paste the link. Because last time I've been having pasting problems with it, not pasting the link. For example, when I made my Timeline Stories episode, when I said there was a link in the description, I never provided a link yet. We'll just have to update the video with the link whenever it works. Anyway. And it didn't want it to work, but anyway, I have my my electronic music playlist that I created last month. It has a range of electronic songs that I like to listen to most of the time. Now, I've added a lot of songs, especially yesterday. I added a few more songs, and some of those are from Pegboard Nerds, Skrillex, and a lot more. So if you're into electronic music and you want to play it on your phone or wherever, go to the YouTube link, or you can go on my channel below and click on playlists and you'll see it. And don't worry about it being private playlist, because you can see it on my account, so. And stay tuned on the playlist, because I might add more songs just for the heck of it, for fun, to listen to more stuff. So if you guys like that stuff, which I know a lot of you do. I know a lot of you like electronic dance music. A lot. Like, a lot of folks probably like it. I think the songs are cool. Especially Monster Cat, which I told you about a long time ago. Now, as you know, Monster Cat is an electronic dance music label. They do a lot of stuff. They even have a Snapchat, which I followed them on Snapchat, by the way, because they're a great electronic music label, which they also have their own YouTube channel, obviously, which I'm subscribed to. Another noticeable electronic dance music label is NCS, also known as No Copyright Sounds. Some of those artists might be familiar with you, like Alan Walker and all those folks. Now, those types of people are some folks who make these electronic dance songs that you guys might be interested in. 9 minutes. Screen curtains on. Screen curtains off. One of those songs that I've noticed from No Copyright Sounds is the song Different Heaven and ADE, which is they collaborated with each other. My Heart, which I've heard as many people use it in their intros of videos, and I used it on one of my videos before Christmas Eve. On one video before Christmas Eve, where I was playing with the Zoom. But yeah, Alan Walker is also you'll hear him at the end of this video. But Alan Walker is one of another electronic artist from NCS, but there are tons of electronic artists from NCS. And there's a lot of them. So they do a lot of stuff. And they do have a lot of good songs, although I haven't discovered a lot of good ones from NCS besides a few of them. But I know from Monster Cat there are a ton of songs on that label that are just flat out sweet, man. So, yeah. So if you're into electronic music like I have been, then you might want to check the playlist out because you might be like, man, this is sweet. So, it has about more than 80 videos, probably. And I normally update it once in a while. I don't update it all the time with new stuff. Well, sometimes I do. But once in a while, I just, listen to it. And sometimes if I turn on my FM transmitter, I'll play it through YouTube. Or if I just want to listen to it on my phone, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, like my transmitter goes on the FM bands. So if you turn your FM radio on 88.3, which is one of the lowest stations you can go. If your car radio or radio can pick that up. And my transmitter also has a button where you can change the channel to one channel to another. So if you want to go on another channel besides that, you can change it. And it's pretty great. Now, so yeah. The next thing I want to talk about on this show is a little bit more. Now, I know some of you saw this on my Saturday evening live stream. But this is the mini Perkins Sika Braille Note display. Now this isn't like an Apex or anything device you might be recognized. Now, this one is completely, but it really still works just good. Now, once I turn this on, it beeps 2 times, and it'll take you to the menu. If you have a phone and you use something like VoiceOver or something like that, you can connect your phone to Bluetooth, which is what I do. I obviously can't do it on my phone right now because I'm recording on this device while I'm making this video. So, the first thing you're going to see is Notepad. And you can go through the items, and there's a clock, there's all kinds of things, calculators, and all that other, stuff. Now, I recently got this a few weeks ago. Now, this one's USB, so if you like your USB stuff, you can connect it. And there's information about Bluetooth. Let's see, there's clock, calculator. That all has the braille display. Now, your thing also makes a noise when you're on the clock. Listen what happens. The clicking sound is what happens when you go on the clock feature on this thing. So this thing has its own clock, which pretty much all of braille notes have clocks, even if they're all different. And I also have a manual of this saved from. It's a PDF file that I got from that I put on iBooks just so I can read it off. Just what all this does and everything. So, I mean, I guess it's meant you could small enough to carry around anywhere you want to. At least that's a good thing. It's pretty. The heck are they doing downstairs? But anyway. Yeah, it's a pretty good thing to use, that you can use. So, but yeah. So I thought I would show you that in the show, just in case some of you haven't saw my last live stream called Saturday. Well, that wasn't my last live stream. But the one live stream I made called Saturday Evening Live Stream, which you can still look at it if you want. But it shows that too in the whole place. So, it's a pretty good,
15 minutes.
Pretty good, thing, so. Also, my free Ivona trial had expired. Now, there's a thing where you could download the voices, and I got the Eric and Jennifer voices, but I still need to paste it to my program files. So if your trial expires, you can paste it to program files x86. I don't know where to paste it out though on program files because there's a lot of programs on there. If you go on File Explorer and type in shell program files, and I don't know where you paste it from, but I downloaded 7-zip so I could extract the RAR file, and I was able to use the voices for 30 days. But the crack files, so you can copy the crack and paste it in the program file. So if your trial expires, if you don't like worrying about paying for the trial, you can just copy and paste the crack file, which is in the zipped file, which I still don't know where to paste it at in the program files section. I still have to figure that out too. So even though I don't use GoAnimate, but there's still pretty good voices, and they're all SAPI5 compliant. So yeah. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoyed listening to stuff, and make sure to subscribe, and thank you for 25 subscribers, by the way. That's a lot of good stuff. So, and I like that, so. And keep up the good work, and thanks for the subscribers and all that good stuff. And, yeah. And I'm glad you enjoyed the content and everything. And, I'll see you guys